Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be covering three brand new event bosses we got. So we got a brand new event boss Lillia, brand new event boss Valenti's like puppet, and then we've got a event boss Roxy. We're covering all three in this video. I have timestamps so you can go to whatever one you want to go to. Firstly, we'll be starting with Lillia. Here we are, now on to Lillia. So this is the team I'm running, which is a full unknown team. You also probably want to give Tom your link to Merlin if you are going to run this exact same team as me, solely because Merlin does get targeted, because Lillia is red and she is green, and she gets just a lot of damage to Merlin. Thankfully Merlin can survive because she does have damage cap, but this is the team we are running. We've got Nabe for an attack boost. You don't have Nabe, Hell will actually be fine, or any sort of, like, even Nanashi up front, but you may want to give Nanashi or Tommy, it depends on how tanky or how invested your Nanashi is. So we've got Nabe, we've got Lolly Merlin, we've got Thor with Relic, and then of course we've got Camilla in back. For the card set, of course, we are running the normal unknown card set. Everyone here, we have HP defense, attack crit, HP defense, not running any food. This is a two-man boss, so I'm going to grab a random AI of one of my friends, and then we'll get on with it. Here we go. So this Lillia has two phases. She's got one phase which has got about 3 million health, and the other one's got about 5 million health. So in total they have about 8 million, which is crazy. They have definitely enhanced the stats of the boss, not dramatically in terms of attack, but in terms of HP, definitely. Yeah, there you go. About 3 million health. Next one is about 5 million. 49k attack is kind of crazy. As you see, my teammate, well, the last team we were using had Kisner in it. That was the team I was also using back then. Not anymore though. What I will do is, so playing any skill will actually trigger the effect. So I'll do something along the lines of this. So the reason why Nabe is actually quite good is this shock effect can do a lot of damage, and the shock is actually based on the highest damage you deal, which is crazy. Because, well, for example, if Thor's doing like 2 million damage, the shock will be based off that 2 million damage you dealt. Yes, shock is not a good debuff, meaning it doesn't actually do too much. There we go, we actually land the kill though, which is pretty good. We might actually be able to two-turn this. You do need a little bit of RNG to be able to two-turn it. Basically, you just need an additional Thor skill, and then you can absolutely nuke it. Like, and there you go, the AI wants to play all those buffs, which is fine. And then we just do this, and we win. That's how easy it is. This boss isn't too hard, it's more or less... it's got a lot of health, so if you don't have the right team, it can be quite a challenge. Of course, if you are struggling, you can do a different difficulty. This is extreme. It goes extreme, hard, and normal. Like the other ones, there's no hell on this difficulty, which I'm kind of surprised there isn't hell. But yeah, there you go. Huge damage from Thor, which is very unnecessary because this thing was very much already dead. There we go. Super easy, super quick. Lillia is not hard. I believe the hardest one is Valenti. If my memory serves me correct, I feel like she's going to be a little bit of a pain. But there we go. We'll do Valenti next. Here we are now onto our next boss, which is Valenti. She is probably the most irritating boss of the three. Like I mentioned, she is actually quite hard. She's got a super effect that increases her HP by 100% when she has a debuff on her, which is pretty crazy. She's also got disable and incredibly high resistances, basically a bunch of irritating stats. So we are running a Sung Jin Woo team with Roxy and Mixa. If you don't have Mixa, Red Jenna with Relic will do. The new Easton is also quite good as well. You'll probably find some other quite decent human backlines. Green Sigurd, once again, actually quite good because you can lower her health, which is pretty nice. She's got a lot of health. She's got a little bit more than Lillia, which is quite a pain. But yeah, everyone here's attack. Oh, sorry, he's HP defense. She's HP defense. That's attack crit. She's HP defense. I'm probably going to change her to attack crit. I'll change Char to attack crit because I feel like I'm going to need as much attack as I can get. I'll just find some random attack crit gear. She can have what Anne's got, so whatever Anne's got, she's got now. So yeah, Roxy's got 26,000 attack because I'm running attack food as well to maximize damage because this boss is a pain. She's got my L-Link to maximize her damage. Song's just got Margaret because high CC. And yeah, my teammate, I recommend bringing a teammate. It can be an AI, like this one who's just got a Gotha and this this Diane here for the upgrade. And yeah, let's get on with it. Here we are onto the first phase. So I did initially do a tester run with a different team. Problem was the second phase. It was just so bulky, and on the second phase, it randomly picks two characters on the entire field and gives them a disable effect, where basically they can't deal any damage, and it can be on your team. If let's say you're playing with an AI, or you're even playing with a friend, it can pick your team solely. That is an actual thing that can happen. So Roxy single target. I'll play this and then this. Maximise sort of the buff. So we go, and I've got gold Sung single target as well. It is also stat lowered because the Sung's grey effect that does last for a few turns. It also increases damage taken, which is pretty handy. Pretty sure this is Escanor without Relic. This is all my Lighthood members. I just invited them because they're a decent team. Everyone else just sort of had like really debuff heavy teams, which isn't the best. Maybe Roxy attack. Yeah, maybe Mix is slightly overkill. I'm not gonna lie. Just slightly overkill. There we go. We land the kill. Now on to the second phase, which is actually stupidly bulky. Please don't pick Char. Thank you. It is on two different teams, but on my first attempt, they were both on my team, which was an absolute pain in the bum. But anyway, this should be good. We get golden upgrade here, which means we actually get a buff as well, which is pretty handy. A little bit extra stat boost, not bad. These are 20%. Missed, because once again, it is targeted. Escanor is marked. I'm also pretty sure Gotha can't attack now, because it's got an effect on him now. She does some fancy debuffs. My Roxy was also marked, I just didn't realise it. Oh no, I did that on purpose, obviously. To get Char an extra stack. Like she needs it. Yeah, I think this may be game. Yeah, this team is pretty good. You can probably get away with Char HP defense, I'm not going to lie. But once again, attack rate, even non-UR, is still definitely probably going to be the way to go. This boss is really irritating. I recommend Char as well, because she has buff removal. This boss, if you stall for too long with the second phase, gives herself a 50% HP related stat boost, which is crazy. And she also has an ability where if you don't have a stance up, it deals like 2,500% multiplier skill, which can do a lot of damage. It probably won't kill your teammates, especially if they're well built, but it will damage them heavily. And now on to Roxy, which is the final boss. Here we are on to the final boss now, which is Roxy. As you can see, she's all the way over there in the back. This team we're going to be running, so it's basically the exact same team, apart from we had to change out Roxy, because of course you can't use Roxy against Roxy, so we put Masno on instead. If you don't have Masno, basically just any really good human single target DPS will work. LR Escanor is actually quite a good shout. He'll buff Char up quite a bit, and he also has double single target. For a backline, like I said, Red Jenna, Green Sigurd will do, the new Easton will do. Just general, you want a good human backline stat booster. They're not many, I'm not going to lie, but there are still a decent few. For the card set, once again, normal card set, so increase attack by 3% per human. HP defense, attack crit. Her gear is still the same one we previously saw, so it's attack crit, and then HP defense. I'm not going to run attack food this time, I don't think we really need to. We're using the same AI with this upgrade tech, just so we can get quite a nice stat boost, or basically a nice upgrade at the start, quite decent. Onto it, let's go. Here we go. I don't think Roxy has anything special in terms of her passive. I don't think she's got like debuffs increase her attack by 1 billion sort of thing. I don't think she's got anything crazy like that. At least I hope not, because I haven't actually checked. I probably should have checked. Probably one of the small things. Okay, so 2.8k health, sorry, 2.8 million health. Goes for immediate upgrade, which is pretty handy. Takes more damage from giants, yeah. Pulverize, nothing out of the ordinary, which is good, I guess. I think I just waste these. I don't really know what else to really do, so this will upgrade them, which is pretty handy. I just need Masno to crit. I'm pretty sure as long as Masno crits, I should be fine. Also playing Infect, because I'm not sure if... I don't think it's got debuff immunity. It might, but as long as debuff is still quite useful, so still get the additional damage, so it's not bad. Escanor was actually doing quite good damage, oh my god. Yeah, okay, not debuff immune. Immune to infect, but not Sung's debuff, which is pretty handy. Masno should just be able to one-tap here. Gave him Roxy Link, just to sort of guarantee, or to try and help him crit. That was very much overkill, but it's Masno. Now I think this is Chainsaw Roxy. Yeah, there we go, Chainsaw Roxy. I think she's got Chainsaw Roxy's passive, so if she crits, she lands like an additional hit on you. If it is, that might actually be crazy, because I'm pretty sure she's got a lot of attack. If we can have a look. Does she have that exact same passive? No. This Roxy seems to actually be much easier than the other ones, which is pretty good. What I can do is I'll just basically just set up for Char here. Do max amount of damage, so we get the upgrade. So now we've got a lot of powerful skills. I think even Mazno might just be able to one-tap here. Mazno's a crazy good. If you missed out on Mazno, you missed out on a crazy good character, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, there you go. That's what attack rate Mazno with no attack food can do. He's pretty good. But yeah, these bosses aren't too bad. Valenti's easily the hardest. Of course, if you're running a team like this, it's not too hard at all. But in terms of just, if you were to make a random team, which one would you struggle the most? Definitely Valenti. She's got a lot more gimmicks and a lot more painful sort of passives to deal with and work around. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.